Oh.
An hour ago.
Sorry. I was busy. And I turn off the notifications on my phone for the messenger because you know how that goes. It all caught up in a group message and then all of a sudden it's like, girl, I work. I'm on that. Yes. I have no idea. I have not yet, no. Okay, cat out. Cat go. Cat go. Sorry. I need to keep walking.
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set.
As you talk to yourself.
Quiet on the set, people. We're going live in 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Hair and makeup. I'll do the show from here on.
Mm-hmm.
Quiet on the set. Going live.
Hello. Oh my gosh. Wow. Was that a little rough? That was rough. That was rough. The beginning. Hello, hello, hello. I'm not sure where Freddy is. I invited him. I reminded him. Well, maybe I should have reminded him today that today is Wednesday.
Today is Wednesday.
I reminded him yesterday that today is Wednesday. Because, he be traveling a lot. He doesn't know what day it is sometimes. It's a true fact. It's a true fact. So, I was like, tomorrow's Wednesday. And he was like, yes, it is. And I was like, uh-huh. So, yeah. So, that's where we are. So, welcome to episode 4 of season 8 of Let's Have a Fefe. I'm Felicia Miter, and I have no idea where Freddy is. And this is your Wednesday night conversation. For more than 6 years, it's been more than just the gossip. There's other podcasts that do that. I don't do that. I'm just kidding. It's the issues that matter most to you. We're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Be sure to check out. Be sure to share this episode. Share. It is more than just a hot 70-year-old diva. Oh wait, hold on.
What's going on?
Please hold. I can't remember my code. It's because everybody's watching me. Oh. So, there'll be a delay on Freddy's arrival. But, we'll continue on. Be sure to share this episode. Joining us tonight is Drag Talk Podcast host and ArizonaDrag.com. Founder, dude, website guy. All of the above. Okay. I didn't know what name you wanted. I didn't know if you had like an alter ego. Who are you? This is Edward of ArizonaDrag.com. So tell the people, just give a little peek. We don't want to like blow the whole thing. Already.
Okay.
Just because then they'll stop watching. They'll just be like, oh, he told this whole story.
What do you want me to tell them?
Just briefly introduce yourself. Oh, you got wine tonight? Good. Yes, let's go. I brought water. Because I have to do homework after this.
Nice.
So,
well, my name is Edward Michael. I am the founder of ArizonaDrag.com. It's a website dedicated to drag here in Arizona and nationally. It's been around for 10 years. We're celebrating 10 years this year, this past July. And it promotes and supports drag all over the country.
Okay, that's good. Don't give them too much. You about to... Look, they're just gonna go bye. Anyway, but welcome. We're brought to you by Wigsofakind. You can find them at wigsofakind.com, or you can find them on Facebook. Wigsofakind, all one word. Let me turn. What? I need to put this on the screen so I can see.
She's talking to herself, not to you.
She got her wine. I want to see what she's saying. Along with that, we have the Burly Barbers. You can find them at theburlybarbers.com. Oh, look at Josh loves ArizonaDrag.com. Along with the support of our Patreon supporters like Joan, Leanne, Allison, Carrie, and Corey, Best, and Brandon, and Casey Starr. Join the Fefe movement and support us on Patreon at patreon.com/Let's Have a Fefe. So, what'd you do this weekend?
This past weekend was a Rainbows Festival weekend.
Oh, so
I was volunteering and, of course, doing my usual gigs at The Rock.
Oh, what are those usual gigs? We don't know what those are.
Well, I DJ all the shows at The Rock, so we had...
All of them?
All of them.
Oh, wow.
I'm a resident DJ.
Oh.
They put my cot in the back, and I sleep there, and when they have the show, I come out.
Oh, wow.
So, yes, Friday we prepped for Rainbows Festival, and then I volunteered at the Ripple Phoenix Fall Carnival. I was a carny.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun. That was for Eddie Broadway's Broadway Gatlin Foundation Fund
Mm-hmm.
grant. Saturday, of course, we had Rainbows Festival all day at Heritage Square. And then we had 2 shows at the Rock for the Imperial Court. And, of course, the award-winning Barber Seville show.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday, Rainbows Festival again, and the Beatdown.
Damn, that's busy. You're just busy.
Monday, I relaxed and...
Oh, you get time off? Wow.
I did. I got a massage. It was a nice, relaxing day. Caught up on my sleep, and
I haven't had a massage in a minute. Oh
now
my gosh.
I'm here with you.
Oh well, I'm so sorry. So my weekend was a little bit jam packed. Not as busy as yours, though. I don't think I can handle all of that because that's like too much.
Keeps me out of trouble.
Oh, I like to be in trouble. So Thursday night I was at Crescent Ballroom. I was there with Pandora, Dallas, and Giselle Milan.
Giselle Milan, yes.
Uh-huh. And then it was wonderful. It was Romeo and Juliet themed, like the movie. What was that, like 96? I don't know. I wasn't born yet.
So were you reenacting the play, or
no? We just my part was to kind of do the part when they're in the masquerade, and do that dance part. So we had fun.
Nice, awesome.
And everybody loves a little pop-up drag performance.
Yes.
Yeah, I kept telling people to show up at a certain time, but I already had performed. So sorry.
So they missed your performance.
Yeah, I was sorry if you arrived and I was.
Probably better for them.
Wow, Freddy's not here, but Edward is. Wow, Jesus. Wow.
What else you do?
Let's see. I did attend the Rainbows Festival, but I did not perform nor come out in the drags for Rainbows Festival.
Did you enjoy it?
I did. The baby was more of the star. Our grandbaby was more of the star because, who doesn't love a baby? And she's the most adorable thing. You're still working? Does that mean you're not coming?
Well, yeah, if he's working, he's not coming.
Do you wanna video in on my cell phone? I'm just kidding, really. I don't want to hold my phone the whole time.
Guess it's just me and you.
I guess I got plenty of questions.
I'm ready.
I got plenty of questions. And then if you guys have questions, since Freddy's not here, I'll take the questions. I'll take lots and lots of questions for Edward, not for me. Don't ask me.
I have questions for you too.
No. This is not how this works. You got your own thing. I got my own thing. You get it.
Okay, so you attend the Rainbows Festival, or what do you do? Moving on.
Jeez.
I guess I can sit over here now.
Oh.
That's it? Oh,
no,
okay.
You're fine. You can go over there. You can go.
No, I'd like to get close to you.
Awkward. Anyway, and then I had more homework to do, and I have more homework after this. So if I cut it short right now, then I can get a lot done. No?
No.
Okay. Damn. Well, we'll just move on with the show since Freddy decided to leave me here. I can hear myself.
I can hear you too.
Oh, good for you.
Unfortunately.
Hi, Eddie. What's the tea? You tell me. Let me get down here. Like all these questions. I just came up with a little bit of questions.
All right.
So, since Freddy's not here, oh, hi, Josh.
We're not going to do what's the tip?
I don't have a tip. I don't write that.
Okay.
Why? Do you have a tip for the people?
Maybe Freddy can tell us via comments.
That he has a tip? Probably not.
Okay.
Unless he wants to video in.
Okay, let's go on.
Thanks, Eddie. So let's go out to our special guest.
That's me.
Is it you? Oh, that's so cute. That's cute.
After 8 seasons, I'm finally on the Fefe.
Let's do that again. Because we tried this before.
Well, my management company, I'm really busy, and
now there's a management company.
I had some free time, so
now
I'm here.
Yes, Josh. USofA newcomer season starts on Friday. We'll talk about that in a minute because you start at. Wow, it's the convenience of hearing the bathroom. You're welcome, podcasters. Yes, my husband likes to take a shower during my show. He is very supportive, I think.
Well, they wouldn't know what's going on if you wouldn't tell them.
I have to. It's fun. So, since you're here, tell us the history from beginning till now. But remember, we don't have all night. We just have some of the night.
Let me give you the short story version. Okay, so back in 2009 is when ArizonaDrag.com started.
Oh my god.
Yes. Came up with the idea because there was nothing really nationally that supported or promoted drag the way that ArizonaDrag.com promotes drag now.
Mm-hmm.
So I came up with a website name, and started off with Barber was my first interview that I ever did on the website. It was a written interview.
Oh, wow.
I knew that I had to have somebody who was known in the community, and somebody who would be able to spread that message. So Barber was a choice. And since then, it's just grown, and now it's nationally known with 15,000 likes. And now we get to travel to different pageants.
He says we, but he means him.
Well, I have 3 board members.
Oh, you do?
Me, myself, and I.
I see.
Yeah, so Arizona Drag is just...
you can totally hear the shower. I told you.
That's Freddy, because he knows what happens here at the show.
But this is his first time watching it and not being here when the shower goes on.
Oh, okay. Well, now he knows you can totally hear the shower.
Mm-hmm.
And so does everybody else.
I'm putting my husband on blast. What do you...
But yes, ArizonaDrag.com started in July of 2009. I just wanted to be able to promote drag in a positive way, and to be able to get to know the entertainers that do drag, and to release that to the public.
So did you do it more as like a fan thing, or was it...
It started as a hobby. It's now an LLC. So yeah, it started off as a hobby, and then as I started to create more content, it became popular, and now it's like a drug.
Oh, wow. You just can't let it go.
You can't let it go. I mean, people are always asking what's going on here, what's going on there, and I feel that now that I've started providing that content, I have to continue.
Mm-hmm.
Will it ever end?
You set a precedent. Or something like
that. Next question.
Oh my god. This ain't a grand... Oh my god. He's acting like he's on trial or something. So, it started in 2009.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen an evolution since you started the website? Has your website evolved? And have you seen an evolution in the drag that you're promoting? So it's a two-parter.
Yes. So the website has evolved. If I'm being honest, I don't think that how do I say this? Print media is as popular as it was 10 years ago. It's all about social media. It's all about getting the content out there as quick as possible. People are not looking at websites as much as they used to 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. People are looking at their phones. People are looking at their social media. So I had to change the content that I was providing on the website onto the social media. and be able to keep up with the social media and be able to provide that content as soon as it comes out.
So do you provide all the content, especially as you do stuff for national pageants too, or are you depending on other people out there to kind of say, here's this, and here's who got crowned in, this corner of the world?
That's a secret to the trade. Throughout the years, we built relationships with people and followers and supporters who have enjoyed what we do. And if we cannot be there live, people will provide us with the pictorials or the videos.
The pictorials?
The pictorial content.
Oh, you mean pictures. I thought you meant like...
Is that too big of a word?
Maybe.
Yeah, so they'll provide us with pictures and stuff that's going on at the pageants. And a lot of people think ArizonaDrag.com is their live, but spoiler alert, we're not always there live, but we do have great supporters who provide us with content so that we can provide it to our followers.
Which sometimes is right on point.
Shout out to
hi, Lucinda.
Miss Tucson Pride, Lucinda Holiday. I just saw her this past weekend at Rainbows Festival.
Oh. Hi, Teddy Michael. Hi, Kayla. Sorry, I couldn't see.
There's a question. There's a question from the
Where?
audience.
Has Arizona Drag ever been approached or looked into partnering with the national pageants for live broadcasting pay-per-view potential?
We've never been approached to partner with the national pageants. A lot of them show support and thank you for providing content for their national pageant. But that wouldn't be something that I would be interested in, only because it's very expensive to produce like a pay-per-view live stream like that. And there comes a lot of issues with that. And that's just something that I'm not interested in getting into.
You can't hear us? Are we not loud enough? I can be louder. I just choose not to be so loud because I can see how loud I am.
The work speakers suck.
Oh.
At his.
I was going to say, because I can talk louder, but if it turns red while I talk, because it does turn red sometimes when I talk.
Yeah, thank you for the question, Joshua.
Josh's pageant is on Friday, right? Just drop that in there.
Freddy says they can hear us just fine.
Oh, okay.
Next question.
So let's talk about your involvement in Phoenix Pride. And then I'll get to the other part of that question. Don't read ahead.
Yeah, so for the past 5 years, I've been a volunteer for the Phoenix Pride organization. I started as the assistant entertainment manager. Natalie, who was the previous entertainment manager, recruited me.
Oh, shit.
And then I think she was training me because she wanted to depart and move on to other things in her career.
She said peace.
About 2 years ago, I became the full-time entertainment manager. So basically, I book all the entertainers that you see on the stage outside of the headliners.
Oh. So if I don't get booked, do I get to blame you then?
Well, there's a team. It's not just my decision. It's not just my decision. The executive director is always there. The assistant entertainment manager is always there. So there's always a team.
Blame it on the team.
I'm also a pageant promoter for the Phoenix Pride organization.
You just
no,
go
well, you tell it.
It says not to go to the next question.
It says involvement in Phoenix Pride.
Oh, okay.
That's not the next question.
It is.
Okay.
The next question is, tell us more about Mr. or Miss ArizonaDrag.com.
That was called the segue. You're welcome.
No.
Yeah, so since the Pride pageant has been around, I have produced a Mr. and Miss Arizona Drag. It was just
since the beginning of time you've done the Mr. and Miss?
Well, since it came back in 2009.
Oh, I was about to say.
Yes.
Wow.
So first it was just Miss Arizona Drag because they took a break from the Misters.
Oh, I forgot about that.
But I championed to bring it back and to allow actual bio boys to compete.
Mm.
They finally allowed that, and now the Kings and the bio boys are competing against each other, which is great.
Bio boys, you mean cisgender males?
Cisgender males. My apologies. Yes.
Mm-hmm. You need to watch our show, Mom.
Well, I'm always on tour or travel.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Too busy. I see. I got it.
I watch the playbacks.
I get it.
Okay.
I got it.
So, yes, this year's pageant is coming up on November the 16th.
That's right around the corner. Shit.
That's a week from Saturday.
Shit. You better get your package ready. Let's go.
Are you going to compete? But yes, the pageant coming up November 16th at The Rock. More information, of course, you can visit ArizonaDrag.com.
Oh. Whoa, quick plug.
Look at Divine Valentino's on.
Where do you see that?
In the comment section, you know.
I don't see it. I didn't see that.
Divine. Trey Michaels, Mr. New Mexico, USofA MI.
Mm-hmm. That's correct. Yes. Yeah.
All the superstars are joining.
Yeah. They want to see. They're like, who the fuck is this person at ArizonaDrag.com?
It's true. You know, a lot of people don't know who runs ArizonaDrag.com.
Are you serious?
A lot of people, like, I can be typing on my phone at pageants, and people next to me are talking about, oh, did you see this? It's on ArizonaDrag.com. And they don't know that I'm sitting right next to them.
Oh, wow. You don't introduce yourself?
Not often, not like that.
Oh.
I mostly introduce myself as I'm the pageant promoter, if I'm a part of that system. But never as, hi, I'm ArizonaDrag.com.
Do you have a favorite pageant system?
A favorite pageant system? USofA. USofA has always been one of my favorite pageantry systems because of the entertainment value. There's always a different type of entertainment at USofA pageants than there are at everywhere else. I have to get with that one. Hold on. But as far as ArizonaDrag.com goes, you promote all of them. ArizonaDrag.com does not have a favorite pageantry system. Oh, but Edward does. Okay, yes. I see. Yes. Got you. We love all pageantry systems at Arizona. He's like, send me the pictures. Send me those pictures. Yes, come on, plug. I mean, do what you need to do. So as far as, since we were talking about social media, we were talking about, I'm going to get dirty. Okay. I'm going to get dirty. I'm here. You ready? I'm ready. Okay, so from the beginning till now, has the LGBT community changed or evolved in your point of view? Of course. Every day the LGBTQ community evolves. Okay, so what have you learned from it? I learn something new every day. I mean, we could go on a little. I didn't want to be 2 points ahead. Go ahead. Let's go. I mean, because you get in many, many conversations, let us say, in a lighter tone with different people. As in, like, okay, so I asked this at New Mexico, USofA, MI. Is this getting too heated? The first thing I want to ask is, do you think that the spotlight on drag queens is far too much versus drag kings who or male entertainers who seem to think that I don't think that they think, but I feel like they don't get enough of that spotlight. No, great question, and it's one of the hot topics that just happened recently. And I don't. I mean, I learned by speaking to a few people like Eddie Broadway, Teddy Michaels. They reached out to me to explain what they meant about the privilege. because that was one of the
hot
topics about being privileged, and I didn't feel that I was privileged. I didn't feel like anybody is privileged. I felt that we all have the same opportunities to get out there and do what we love, and by being unique and different is what gets us those more opportunities. I don't think that queens have more of an opportunity than kings or males or any other type of entertainer.
Mm-hmm.
I think that.
Do you feel like kings have to work harder than queens?
I don't. I don't think that they have to work harder. I think that if they're unique, I think that if they're different, I think if they have, what's the word? They have that entertainment value. They have that entertainment value.
Josh says it's an interesting time in drag in general.
Which is true. Hi, Giselle.
Hi, Giselle. I couldn't say your last name earlier, so if you see that on the playback, that's me. And there was another question that I asked at the pageant a couple weeks ago, was that, and I'm not saying that you said this, but there have been people that say that drag kings is not a valid form of drag. What do you think of that?
I think anybody who goes out on the stage and considers them a drag entertainer is a valid form of drag.
Mm-hmm.
I had a conversation recently with somebody about drag kings and them saying that they weren't as supported. I attend a lot of shows.
Mm-hmm.
I see who's in the audience.
Mm-hmm.
I see the people who comment. I see the people who complain.
Mm-hmm.
I see the people who preach to the choir. I asked that person,
do you see me? I'm scrolling.
I say, where were you when this show was going on?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you come out and support it? Couldn't have an answer. There was no response.
Oh, wow. We're getting a lot.
So even...
hold on. Let's... Evelyn says, as an outsider, it seems that there aren't many drag king shows or opportunities. I'll have to post some and share them more often then. I didn't know about drag kings until I got to Phoenix, and I'm from San Diego. So does that mean nationwide that we need to do more of an outcry for... Not outcry, but
well, I think
promotion?
To me, I think a lot of people don't understand when it comes to bars, when it comes to venues, they're businesses.
Mm-hmm.
If they're willing to give you an opportunity,
mm-hmm.
you have to give something back to that business.
Mm-hmm.
You have to bring in the business in order to succeed. That goes with anything.
Mm-hmm.
A movie isn't going to be in the theaters for a month if it doesn't do good. It's going to be...
it might be, but they might not run another one.
It's going to be there for a week, and then it's going to move on to DVD.
Okay.
Same thing with drag shows. It doesn't matter who's on the stage. If you're bringing business to a venue,
mm-hmm.
you're going to have a space to perform. And that's what I think a lot of people do not understand.
Okay, so for me, I feel like, and I'm not saying that queens don't support kings, and I don't want to be quoted that way, but, oh yes, we'll talk about that in a minute, but I feel like everybody jumps at the chance to a queen. Are you sharing? Oh, she's sharing the episode in there. It's a different conversation. But I lost my train of thought. Okay, I was saying that queens, no matter how, I don't want to say bad or good, but I want to say no matter what the quality, that kings seem to get the, I don't know, it just feels like a queen walks in the room. Yeah. A queen walks in a room and it's like, ah! And then a king walks in a room and and I've experienced it with cisgender males too. It just seems like everybody's, oh yeah, it's a drag queen. And then it's like, oh, a male entertainer. Like, how do we change that into them being all excited about all of the entertainers?
I don't see it that way. I've seen male entertainers walk into a room right beside a queen entertainer, and people will go to the male entertainer, or people will go to the drag queen, or the drag king. Eddie Broadway is an example. He can walk into a room, people will turn their heads, people will go up to him. He can walk into a room and stand his own against a drag queen or a male entertainer. I think a lot of the time it has to do with them off the stage. If you're nice off the stage, if you're supportive off the stage, people are going to enjoy you and support you. So I just think that you need to be unique. You need to be different. You can't expect everything to happen overnight. You have to really work with it. And that's the only way that you can change things.
DJ Image says it depends on the individual performer. I need to put this down because it's going to distract me.
It does.
And Evelyn said earlier that, that she also didn't know that cisgender women were drag queens too. I'm all for that because this is all about gender bending and making fun of. I mean, it's really an act to, loosen up the gender lines, really, when it comes down to it. And if a woman wants to make fun of how her gender is or how she feels, especially women go through so much. But so I say yes, cisgender women, yes, do more. It's kind of the same in the burlesque. Oh yeah, burlesque for males. Do you cover the burlesque world?
I cover anything that is brought to my attention. I'm not familiar with a lot of the burlesque that is happening here, but if it's some form of drag, I would definitely.
Oh, you should go see the burlesque shows. Because yes, they have male burlesque. They call it boylesque.
But they used to have a male entertainer. Former Arizona Entertainer of the Year.
Matt finished. There are non-comedy male burlesque performers, but yeah. What does that mean? I feel like that's the job of the entertainer, not the people. Okay. I'm not saying I agree one way or another. I'm just asking the questions. Don't be, yeah.
But going back to your point of me getting involved in the different conversations and the different topics, is I'm always learning. So I will always speak up. I will always ask questions. But the thing that bothers me the most is it's always the same people who have an issue with either the privilege or the drag queens not providing the kings with the opportunity, and them feeling the one that really got me going was DJ Galaxy. I love him to death.
I don't think I saw that
conversation. He said that it is the queen's obligation to book queens because of their platform, kings because of their platform, something of that matter. And that really bothered me only because it's not anybody's obligation. Just because they have a platform or they have a show, they don't need to book somebody who nobody's going to come and see. Because I feel like everybody has given various entertainers an opportunity. I've also seen that when those various entertainers are performing, there's nobody there to see them. So if there's an audience for that type of drag, where are those people and why aren't they coming out to the shows to support them?
So work harder, work smarter. Do you... kind of ask this question, but I
just ask.
I can't just ask because it will show on the replay, and then I'm sure my inbox will just floodeth over of what the fuck were you thinking, and I'm sure I'll get that tonight anyway. But what should entertainers that feel like they're not part of... I always see this. I don't know if you do. Sometimes I see people that I've heard of, but then they say, well, I've never been booked, or they'll send me a message that says, when can I be on the Fefe? And I'm like, well, I don't know. I don't even know who you are. I mean, so, and I can tell you until I'm blue in the face that you should just put yourself out there, but what do you think that new entertainers are not doing that, let's say, I can't believe I'm thinking that 10 years ago, when I started, I knew, or I got the help of, like, Chantel Douglas, Barbara Seville, that said, okay, be at every show and shake people's hands, tell them that you want to be on the show. Because Facebook was not as popular as it is now 10 years ago. Like, even before Facebook, shit, I don't even... You just show up with a tape and just say, I'm going to be in your show? Or, I mean, what is the... Because now you can watch YouTube and know how to do your makeup in, like, 3 days, and then, or less than that. So, what do you think that people should be doing instead of saying, I never get booked anywhere?
They need to be out and about. Mm-hmm. They need to stop being on Facebook. They need to stop being on social media and commenting. And expecting people to come to them. Mm-hmm. They need to get involved. I could take myself, for example. 10 years when I moved to Phoenix, some people knew who I was. Mm-hmm. But going back to everybody has the same opportunity, you have to work hard to build your reputation. You have to work hard for people to get to know you by getting involved. I got involved with Phoenix Pride. I got involved with Barbara Seville's AIDS Walk. Mm-hmm. I've been involved in
everything.
In several different organizations. Mm-hmm. And that's how you meet different people. That's how you meet different entertainers, different organizations.
Or you start your own website.
Start your own website. And when people see that, they want to support you. Mm-hmm. And whether you're a good entertainer or a bad entertainer, they want to support you, so they're going to give you an opportunity. Mm-hmm. Once they give you that opportunity, it's then up to you to take advantage of that.
Absolutely. So... oh, wait. I'm not sure how to say that name.
Divine. That's Divine.
Oh. I can't keep up with people and them changing their names. I can't do this.
Just because you do drag doesn't always mean you're supposed to be on stage.
Yeah.
Be present, be visible, support the shows you want to be in, go out and drag. You have to show the host your hunger for the stage. Mm-hmm.
So, before we leave the topic of social media, is there any topic where you left the topic and you felt like you were more confused than you had learned something?
No. There's never a topic that I leave that I don't get clarity or understanding from.
Okay.
There isn't. I will ask questions. I will reach out for help. I always want to make sure that I understand, because I'm always learning.
Well, and plus you're involved in it 24/7. Like the doll, she works it out. Or like the doll, she works it out. That's the way it is.
She works it out, girl.
She works it out. Let's see. What other questions do I have for you? So when you have a podcast.
I do.
Alongside your website. What's it called? And when did you start that?
So I did a pilot this past spring called Drag Talk, brought to you by ArizonaDrag.com. So it went on for a few months, and now it's going to come back full time. Mm-hmm. It's basically I want the people to get to know the entertainers off the stage as good as they do on the stage.
That sounds like a show I know. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
It's going to be the Thursday night conversation.
Oh, okay, good. That's good.
Yeah, but basically, in my past life, I always wanted to be on the radio.
Oh.
Unfortunately, that didn't work out. So this is kind of like my outlet to kind of have my own radio show.
Oh, you made your own opportunity. Hello.
Yes. So it's going to be a podcast. I'm going to feature various of entertainers. Doesn't matter who you are. If you want to be a guest, just reach out. If you have something interesting going on, just reach out. I'm open to all type of entertainers. I believe everybody has a story, and everybody should tell their story. So that's going to happen here. November 21st is going to be the first episode.
Whoa.
And I'm going to have you on it.
Am I?
We're going to work out a date.
Oh, okay. I was going to say...
Because I know you're very busy.
I am. I'm very busy.
Yes, I'm very excited for that.
So, and I will have to reach out to ArizonaDrag.com because my name has been mentioned before I was on the show.
Oh, okay.
Just wanted to throw that out there.
You were put in the suggestion box as a guest.
But my name has been mentioned on the show at least 3 times. I mean, I don't listen. I don't listen. So I don't know. I've never heard of that. Do you have a lineup for who's going to be on the show soon, or no?
Yeah, I'm going to have Barber Seville. I have Pussy LaHoot lined up, Nevaeh McKenzie. I'm going to try to feature a new entertainer to try to get them some exposure. I want to feature some community members as well. Some out-of-state guests I want to interview. Some people have...
you got goals.
Some people have reached out already. So we're working out the kinks of all the show before we start producing it, but I'm very excited.
Oh, shit. Where can people find ArizonaDrag.com? Because we already mentioned that you're on social media. Where can we find all of that?
So we are on Snapchat, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at ArizonaDrag.com. Plain and simple.
And both of your logos were designed by me.
Yes.
You're welcome. So if you don't like it, shut up. I don't care. What shows do you say the shows that you usually DJ for?
So I DJ any show that's at the Rock. Friday nights with Barber Seville for the girly show, or Rock Bottom on the last Friday of the month.
The name of that made me perk up. What is that?
Rock Bottom? Rock Bottom is the craziest drag game show you could see. It's hosted by Benediction, the pain in my butt, but I love Ben. So they do drag, and then they do games with the queens and the audience members.
Oh, shit.
It's
I didn't know
quite
about that.
hilarious.
I'm going to have to come out for that.
Yes, it's really unique. The one thing I like about The Rock is they feature various entertainers. They got seasoned.
I was there.
Yes, I remember. They have seasoned queens. They have New York queens. They're there to give
New York or newer?
Newer.
I was going to say New York queens are coming out.
Any show that's at The Rock, you'll probably see me behind the curtain.
They keep them back there for a reason. Just kidding. Anything else you want to tell the people? What else do we need to know about you?
Well, I'm speaking about behind the curtain. This Sunday, I'm going from behind the curtain to the stage.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to be competing for the title of Mr. Rock in hopes to qualify and compete for the title of Mr. Phoenix Pride.
Now. You broke the news about a week ago?
About a week ago, yes.
Were people surprised? Were they like, what the fuck?
It's been a mixed reaction. I think a lot of people are like, is he really serious about this? Because sometimes I've joked about it in the past.
Sometimes your female character came out.
Some people don't believe that I'm going to do it. Some people have an issue with it.
It's okay. I've asked you like 3 times to make sure you're actually doing this.
Yes, but I will be there this Sunday. 5 p.m. at the Rock. Come out and support all the contestants who are competing. And wish me the best of luck. Wish everybody the best of luck.
Are you ready?
I'm as ready as I'm going to be. I've been preparing for the past 2 months.
Whoa.
With rehearsals, with kind of workshops on modeling and answering the questions. I'm just enjoying myself. Either way, I'm enjoying the experience.
So what will be interesting, and we were talking about this before, is how it will be for him to go from being the person that watches all of us, the entertainers, like hurry, 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 sweat until we drop, everything going on, and now you're going to have to go through it.
That's been the cool experience is pageant prepping. Usually I'm the one there to support the contestant. Usually I'm there, oh yes, this looks good, that looks good. Now I'm the one asking the questions. Does this look good? Does that look good?
What has been your biggest... What have you realized coming from like being on this side to going to the other side? What have you realized about it? Like, what has been like your awakening moment, like your aha?
I realized that whether you're on the stage for 1 minute or 4 minutes, it's hot.
Oh, yes.
I realized that drag movements are different than a normal movement. You have to be really big with your expressions.
Oh, yes.
You have to enunciate more. And it takes time. It takes time. Even though I may not put on as much makeup or clothing as some of the drag queens, it still takes time and preparation. But I'm excited to be able to experience probably one of the last part of the drag scene that I have never experienced.
Never?
Excited. No, not the competition part as a contestant. I'm excited to experience that part, and win or lose, I'm just excited to be.
Do you have a drag name? Evelyn wants to know.
Nope, I'm just going to use my regular name, Edward Michael. That's going to be my stage name.
Oh. He's original.
Yes, Divine, you better be there. I'm going to be looking for you in the audience.
Are you there? Do you have a lot of cracks and whips in your mixes?
Nope, no cracks, no whips, none of that. I'm not a dancing diva. There will be no death drops, or else I will never come back up.
Oh, damn.
There will be no height kicks.
Oh, damn.
No wig changes, none of that.
Oh, come on. If Grey Matter can do a wig change, you can too.
No, Grey is in a different level.
I see.
Grey already won. He already did all that kind of stuff.
What did Josh say?
Durellopus.
Yeah, do you have a mix? Do you have a mix?
I do have a mix that was...
A lot of...
It was produced by DJ Image. Doesn't have a lot of whips and cracks. It's a nice, clean mix. I'm very excited to showcase it on stage on Sunday at 5 p.m.
His leg is shaking right now. That's all I'm going to say. He is. Are you a theatrical queen?
Well, I'm going to be a male entertainer, male lead, as they call it. So.
Oh, a male lead.
Male lead, yes.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm not competing for the Miss side. I'm competing for the Mr. side.
Divine, he says that he's not twirling, nor bucking.
Nope, no twirls or buck. I'm gonna leave that up to you, Divine. You do that great already.
So, if you get the title for Mr. Rock, is there going to be more shows? Are you going to be doing...
No, actually, I've already said it once. I'm going to be the non-performer.
Oh.
And the reason why I say that is because I think the title of representing a bar or representing a title such as a pride title, you don't have to be an entertainer. It's about spreading the mission statement of the Phoenix Pride organization. It's about promoting the Phoenix Pride Scholarship Foundation. and I'll make appearances at shows.
So this
I want
is
to
your
talk.
one and only chance to see you do this.
What do you mean?
Perform. You're not gonna be performing again?
Well, if I qualify, I have to perform at the big pageant.
Okay. Because that's what I mean. I'm like, so that's it.
I'm gonna do a spoken word talent if I qualify and win.
Oh well, don't give out all the secrets.
No.
So because what's next is upcoming shows and events, but yes, you can come down. It'll take you half hour, so yeah, no. So you're at the Rock every day.
Thursday through Monday, you can probably see me there in some
form or fashion.
Yes. I host karaoke on Monday nights, so if you like to sing, come down.
You can sing?
Well, I only sing if other people are not singing. I have to sing at least...
Oh, that's how they get people to come in.
I have to sing at least 3 songs a night in order to get my paycheck.
Oh, wow.
They try to get them done before people come.
Oh. I was going to say, excuse me, do they pay people to come in so you don't sing? So we got a full book here. Upcoming for us, Freddy and I will be at, not for you.
For Freddy right here.
Freddy's there.
Yep.
He's right there. You just sat on him.
Oh no, he moved to the side.
Oh, that's right. So on Friday, we have Drag Bingo at the Cat Lounge at 7 p.m. I think it's supposed to be wedding dress theme, but I haven't.
You have your wedding dress?
She's in there somewhere.
Oh.
And then another drag bingo will happen on Black Friday, the 29th.
Why gotta be black?
Because it was named before I got here. And then
you're gonna be at Mr. Rock.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be at the Rock pageant helping a contestant.
What contestant?
I can't tell you that.
What contestant?
I can't tell you that. Somebody wants you to sing.
Oh no, girl. You have to come out and see me on Monday nights.
Can you borrow a wedding dress? Yes. I say yes with a question mark because I think one of them is broken. But I can't remember what I did with that one. I think I made the back into like a corset piece because I was like, bye. Because she got big. She just grew.
Because she's a glam mama now.
And then next week Freddy will be at Austin International Drag Festival. If you're
not going this year?
No, I had some things come up. Me being in school and family and
trying to get that education.
Mm-hmm. So that didn't really work out. But on the 12th, I'll be helping with a photo shoot in Vegas. So I guess when one door closes, another one opens. I don't know. Whatever. But I'll be helping with that. It's like a day trip. I'll be coming back. Divine says, I'll be there on Monday to hear you sing as Mr. Oh, shit.
Hopefully, we'll see.
Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not very nice. And then on the 21st, we're going to, Freddy and I are hosting Sparkle, Glitter, Glisten at, I believe it's at the Phoenix Children's Museum. If not, correct me. And
if not, follow her social media.
If not, I will invite you. I will tag you. I'll be like, hey, are you coming? Ask anybody. And then on the 7th, I will be at Not Your Mother's. I wish it said Not Your Mama's. Average Christmas in Bisbee. And then on the 14th, we'll be hosting Holiday Drag Bingo for Pro-Choice, Arizona.
Nice.
That sounds pretty busy. And I know there's some pageants in there for Freddy somewhere. I just don't remember them all.
You can follow him on his social media for all that.
Please do, because he got a lot going on. And then, follow him because he'll be going to Austin Drag Fest, and I'll be just living vicariously through people's social media.
While he's away?
I'll.
The fans are speaking. I'm gonna start a petition.
Oh, go for it. Go for it. Let's see how far that goes. And then, upcoming guests. We have What's the Tease, Aaron Waddy.
I love Aaron.
Mm-hmm. And then nationally award-winning, because I can't...
Oh, Lord, I want to be here for that. Another gangsta.
I can't... She has so many titles that I was like, whoa.
She's another gangsta. You will probably need security for that one.
Well, luckily she'll be videoing in. If she's here, then I don't know what I'll do.
That's probably good.
You're gonna get Snapchat back and running for International Drag Festival? Look at you trying things out. Instagram has like a Snapchat like feature on it as well. I followed that a little more closely. And then, I didn't finish. National award-winning Shay Larice will be here. She has titles like stacked on titles on titles on titles.
She's a crazy bitch.
Awards and awards. And Camp Wanakiki's Kiwi will be here. Too many things. Yeah, she has way too many things. Freddy's personal trainer will be here in December. What a great time, because it's around the holidays. And that's when I'll be eating lots of sweets to fit into my dresses better. Yes, and then after we get done with Trey, we'll be cooking in the kitchen and baking with Mia Inez Adams the week after, because that balances out, right? Isn't that how that works? You get a diet.
You probably should have put the bacon first and then the trainer.
No. I want to get like that salad with the cookie and a Diet Coke.
I want to be there. Mia's a good baker.
Mm-hmm. She's a good cook, but the ideas I had, she was like, nah.
No.
Because I basically was going to have her cook dinner, and then I was going to eat.
Are you going to go bingo with the Mia? Because she likes to play bingo.
I have not. I have not gone to bingo yet. But we like to thank our sponsors.
Yes.
Wigsofakind.com, or you can find them on Facebook, Wigsofakind, all one word. You can find the Burly Barbers. They have their own website, but you can find them also on Facebook. If you want to book an appointment, please do it in advance because they get booked up fast.
Think I'm too late for the pageant this Sunday?
Maybe. I
need a fade.
You can call or text to make an appointment.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Special thanks to Brandon, Bess, Leanne, Carrie, Allison, Joan, and so many more for supporting us on Patreon. Support us on Patreon at patreon.com/letshaveafefe. Or you can contact me or Freddy to support us on Patreon. I know you don't have the password, Freddy. You do have the password. You just can't log in for whatever reason. But we'll work on that one day. Be sure to like this episode, subscribe, share it with your friends, enemies, and Trump supporters. You know, it's election season. Do you know in a year, things could change if people actually voted?
They will.
Yeah, I hope so. Gosh, I'm tired of looking at this man that doesn't know how to use bronzer. You can also subscribe to us as a podcast and listen to us at any time. I wrote all this stuff that you can listen to us at work. Some of you don't have jobs. But
wow.
I'm just kidding.
We're losing viewers now.
No, it's been a solid number. You can subscribe to us on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and so much more. I only put it at one place, but it has gone to like so many other places. Mm-hmm. I Googled it the other day and I was like, bitch, what is this? I don't know what this is. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and Twitch. There's some people that follow us on Twitch. Last week we had like 80 viewers on Twitch.
We probably have 81 this week.
Oh, just one more? Let's see. Did it tell me? 84!
See?
Good.
I'm trying to win the Popular Guest of the Year award on that.
Well, we have 30 episodes per season, so good. get your seatbelt on.
Yeah.
And special thanks to our special guest, Edward Michael, for being here.
See you at the Rock on Sunday, 5 p.m. Come out and support me.
Or not.
No, please do. Applauds are free.
Special thanks to all of you for watching live and those that watch on the replay. And what's really funny is that when you guys watch on the replay and you're commenting in real time, but I get it on my phone like an hour later and you guys are like talking to as it's going. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fun. That's fun. So comments are welcome. Because I'll be like in the middle of like a meeting and I'll see it like pop up and it says, "Oh, you look great today." And then I'm like,
you don't look great. You look in the mirror and you're like, no, I don't.
But we'll see you next Wednesday night for your Wednesday night conversation. And this has been Let's Have a Fefe, and good night.
Good night.